I guess that's a no. All right, thank you guys.
Okay. Thank you, Jolene. Okay, Audria?
Good morning again, everyone. My comments on this were very similar to the last one we talked about. Again, I need the fire flow 4,000 gallons a minute, as well as preliminary hydrant locations. The rest of the general conditions are the same, except for the fact that the two big buildings, building 1 and building 2, are required to have fire command centers in them. So we'll need to see where you plan on putting those. They need to be sitting on an exterior door, sitting on an exterior wall, sorry. So everything else, like I said, it's the same. I see you have the reciprocal access there noted for sharing with Lowe's, so we'll just want to make sure that, you know, there's official documentation for that. I'm sure we're not the only ones that want to see that. So with that, if you have any questions on this one, let me know.
Okay, no questions. Thank you, Audria. Javier, did you have anything to add for this development?
No, I think Adra did a fantastic job on this, so I don't have any comments to add at this moment.
Thank you. Okay, let me just check, and then we'll go ahead and give the floor to Ben Sandoval, Economic Development Manager.
Thank you, Monique. Good morning, everyone. Once again, very kind of similar to the previous one, but a little different on this one because I know we briefly had discussed Sergio and Jeremy on community benefits, but on this one, it is a little bigger. So we would like to see, once you start getting your tenants in, how the city can participate in being part of their job fair or regional job fair, so we can have, nothing can be promised to our citizens here, but we would like to at least give them first dibs or at least first attempts in hiring or let me rephrase that, interviewing for these types of positions. We have quite a few individuals, I mean in the hundreds that have already gone and knocked at the project right next to this proposed one, looking for employment. So we would like to see if we can have set something in the near future once these projects start coming to life and having first attempts in having interviews. Artificial intelligence is here, but based on some of my research and conversations, it's not going to be a full eradication on these positions, more in a sense of switching the positions from blue collar jobs to green collar jobs, white collar jobs, I'm sorry. So it'd be kind of good to see how many of those artificial jobs that will be getting replaced potentially by machinery, how many are going to be replaced with white collar jobs. So I think that's one thing that we're tend to forget, that although artificial intelligence is coming, that just means higher paid positions for those that are going to be watching and seeing and maintaining those machinery. So that's something to keep in mind. And last but not least, wasn't sure if you already had it in mind to do any community roundtables or workshops, so our constituents are a little more aware of upcoming projects. The city will be more than glad to partner up to offer these types of workshops if needed, but my sense more on having first dibs for these job fairs to give to our constituents opportunity, and artificial intelligence. And that's something we briefly already discussed, Jeremy, just throwing it out there as extra items. But other than that, everything else will be the same. How many jobs will be created, full-time, part-time? I know there's a misnomer that these types of positions pay minimum wage $18 to $19 an hour. Some of these are fallacies. They're not. They're $20 to $25. So we can capture that. That would be fantastic. But that portion, that would be it, Monique. Thank you.
Thank you, Ben. Okay, with that, is there anybody else from the city side that would like to provide comments? I don't know if I see anybody here else. Let's see. No. If not, I will go ahead and give the floor to the applicants team. Did you have any questions for staff at this time?
Oh, it looks like I'm unmuted still. So same thing with the other one. Thanks, Monique, and all the participants in the meeting from the city, and departments will review the comments and appreciate the additional verbal comments so that we can compile them all together and then come back to you with any questions or clarifications. So appreciate the time.
Okay, thank you so much. With that, I'll go ahead and adjourn this meeting. Thank you, everybody, for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Monique. Thank you,
Bye-bye.
everyone.
Thank you, Monique. You've always been
Yeah.
very gracious. And seeing you in action like this, I can see why you have this job. You know what you're doing. All right, so I'm gonna have to go ahead and cut this now. Again, thank you very much. Roy Michael, Channel 21 News. Please like and subscribe.